That's what would matter. With Mike, I thought he was a very even-tempered boy. He doesn't like all the controversies, and then one day he just pounded that kid's back, and he was probably in 3rd grade or something, 2nd maybe, and I was shocked. I told the kid, go home, Mike's too tired to play now. But Mike will still do that occasionally. He's Mr. Mild, and all of a sudden he's mad, and boy, you feel it then, so that's gone. But yeah, that's one of the things I noticed in his makeup. And Terry, he's in his own world. He is the artist's brain. I noticed it with him very young, especially the day I was really rushing, juggling everything, trying to get to primary with all the kids. And I told him, hurry and fry the hamburger. And I look over there, and the hamburger's not even halfway off of that raw loaf there and going into the frying pan. I knew him by then. I go, instead of, what the heck? I said, Terry, what are you doing? He says, oh, I'm bombing all these little caves down here. And then I sat with him, because I always wondered, what is it? His brain is so different than mine. And I sat with him one day on the couch to help with a math problem. And I saw him thinking it through as I explained some things. And I went, he's smart. He just really works different in here than we do. He's very much perspective of detail. If he tells you what happened at school, be prepared to sit down and rest up, because he's going to give you every turn in the corner and the drinking fountain and oh my gosh. Mr. Detail, that's Terry. And always the last one in the car. And then Nathan, oh, I used to kid him. I says, man, Nathan, if I ever saw anybody that was all of the Scout, is that the oath of the law? Probably the law. Trustworthy, brave, friendly, courteous, kind, the whole 12. I said, that's you, Nathan. You are actually doing all those things. And I still say that about him, and then he is Bishop, so he is. And then Becky was next. Good old Becky. I said, boy, Becky, one of these days you are going to make somebody such a wife. Because she could do anything. She'd come home after dating and being out with a girlfriend and start making chocolate chip cookies at 1 o'clock at night. She was our little baker for several years there. So she pretty much can do it. She pretty much built the house while James was at work. You know, talked to all the construction guys, told them what she wanted. No, change that beam there and this. She did all that stuff. Sabrina, boy, you never knew about Sabrina while she was growing up. But after we figured her out, she's so talented and smart. And when she applies it, she can pretty much do everything. And I look at her family right now and I go, wow, she runs the show. She knows how to do it all. She's active in the ward. She fixes her kids' things. Oh, what a busy life. And she's a really good cook. Then we get to Tammy. Also surprised me on the cooking thing. She's Mrs. What's that called? Gourmet. She makes the best salsa, homemade, and all these exotic dishes, names that you don't think of. All the people in the ward think she's a great cook. And she's the anchor in their home. Somehow she's the calm influence for them. But growing up, Tammy was always a happy, peaceful girl. That's the way she was. And she's found many things to be a stress about raising kids and the challenges of it. But she's coping, and they're doing well. Set down to Greg. Yeah, Greg. Here he is, this boy that doesn't want to read. Boy, he read pretty good when we gave him a firecracker after every page. Then he read that thing and nothing flat. But otherwise, he pretty much liked the funny books, motorcycle magazine, something like that he might read, but he didn't want to go read. He likes to learn talking to people. So we were most surprised after his mission when he goes to work in here. And we see him with a very analytical mind. He loves getting things going, and he's ward mission leader now, and it fits, because you got to do a lot of organizing to do that. He learns computer right and left and picks it all up, and I would never have guessed any of that when he was little. Never. Amazing things. So we're interested right now watching what the kids do with their lives, what the grandkids do with their lives, and what do their kids do, and then we're going to run out of time to see it all. But it's being awesome. We're really pleased, as I said in my talk yesterday, to have had 37 grandchildren out of those 7 children, and are going to be 24 great-grandchildren any minute. There's so many like this popping right out. So we're really proud of our posterity. We were on a boat in Alaska on that Antarctic cruise. That's not Alaska. We were on the Antarctic cruise And we realized we were shoulder to shoulder with people who are very environment conscious. It was called an expedition. And these people are, don't make a footprint on the earth. And these people that have big families. And I was like, and the moderator of that talk session says, well, now I'm not going to say anything on that. There are people on this boat that are inordinately proud of their large families. I thought, yeah. So I went, oh, what a different perspective. I could tell that guy a thing or two. How about, what are my children putting into society? Who's earning the money and putting the paychecks out there so the Social Security has money, et cetera, et cetera. So it's not like because you have a big family you're burning too much carbon and making a problem. You know, it's not like that at all. The world's not overpopulated. In fact, America is aging.